Hello everyone, this is Goddess Demoness and Cinera, and today we are going to share our experience in the Elder Scrolls Online, and if you should even bother trying it. This MMORPG is set in the fantasy world of the Elder Scrolls game series, so if you are a fan of Skyrim or Oblivion, you can create a character to explore the open world of Tamriel with thousands of other players in this massive multiplayer experience. After being traumatized by the previous MMOs that we had to burn, a lot of people recommended I try ESO, so let's see what this fuss is all about. For a game released in 2014, the visual atmosphere of this game got me hooked right away, but my fantasy was shattered when I discovered how much time it takes to get anything done in this game, and when I found out that Cinera became addicted and spent over 3,400 hours in this game, I had to come and get her out of here. Compared to other MMORPGs that we wasted our time in, a positive feature that helps the game's population thrive is that there is a single mega server in each region, so you will find people for any activity no matter in what zone or what level you are. The Elder Scrolls Online has a regular update schedule with one new expansion every year and a new DLC update each quarter. All in all, the game is alive and thriving, but as you know, I'm a mood killer and all of this enthusiasm will die as soon as we dive deeper into this video. Let's start from the beginning with the character creation. You can choose between the iconic races of the previous games in the franchise, and we like that you can create a fairly unique character thanks to the many body sliders and customizations available. Out of a variety of humans and elves, there is also an option for the furries out there, like Cinera. But also for those of you that want to be one of those reptilians from the New World Order, according to the conspiracy theories fans out there. Look, guys, even the actual race name is suspicious. Argonians? Illuminati? Confirmed! The classes seem rather interesting, from the typical fighter types and assassins to sorcerers and necromancers, and they can fulfill any role in dungeons and raids if that's your thing. Once you are done creating your character, the game throws you right into the tutorial, which Cinera promised me was short enough, because in case you don't know me, I can't stand playing more than 20 minutes, but it was indeed short and it teaches you the basics of gameplay. My favorite part is that once you finish the starting area, you are taken to a portal room and can choose from a multitude of starting locations, as every zone in the game scales to your level, giving you the freedom to fully explore Tamriel right from the get-go. But as soon as I stepped out of the portal, my sweet dream turned into a nightmare, and I realized how much time and effort I would have to put in order to conquer the game. You should all know by now that in order to take over the world, you have to look amazing. So, having had a mental breakdown at the prospect of playing to earn my stuff, I immediately began my plans to have my Sims buy me a level boost. But since there is no level boost in ESO, I had to nudge Cinera to create a character for me, level her up and acquire all the necessary outfits and gear. Of course, Cinera, being a nerd, created a lore-friendly looking dark elf, so I had to make some adjustments in order to be a goddess. You need huge boobs, a wasp waist, and thick thighs so you can crush your enemies within seconds. Once that got fixed, she had to play for 3,000 hours, seduce a bunch of vampires in order to acquire gold to purchase outfits, level up to 50 in order to learn all the skills and abilities, and spend half a year to upgrade my mount speed. Once she had done everything that was needed on my character, it was time for me to return and bring her back to reality because she gets so easily obsessed. But don't worry about her, it was all a worthy sacrifice so that we can make this video for you. I have to say, guys, I am not a tech nerd, but I can put up with the controls in World of Warcraft and Star Wars The Old Republic. Here, however, the horrendously awkward camera angle and shitty mouse turning almost made me smash Cinera's laptop. I couldn't focus, so I just ran around and killed everybody in sight, fed on them as Cinera turned me into a vampire, one of the more unique features of ESO, and generally ended up being slaughtered by the invincible guards. You can explore the many zones of ESO on foot, or you can use the way shrine system to travel to a way shrine you discovered from anywhere in the world for a small fee, or travel freely between way shrines. I love this quick travel system because we can move around freely to film in different locations. The Elder Scrolls Online has one of the best housing systems of any MMO. You can freely place furniture anywhere you want and create something truly unique. There are players that build entire houses inside their house. Now, Cinera furnished a lovely cottage for me. But I can't blame her, because with the real-life money this game expects you to spend on houses, you can rent an entire apartment in our country, Romania. Regarding quests, I couldn't bear to do any of that, but Cinera finished every zone in the game, the fucking nerd that she is, and according to her, the quests are very immersive as everything is fully voiced and many of the stories are captivating. Each zone has an activity tracker that shows you your progress on the zone's main quest lines, side stories, world bosses and so forth, so that's great to have if you are a completionist. The mounts all function the same. You can run with them and hold down shift to sprint, which I really like because it makes it feel fast and dynamic. However, the mounts on a new character are incredibly slow at the beginning, and in order to upgrade them, you can visit a mount trainer once a day and choose to put a point in either speed, stamina, which increases the amount of time you can sprint for, and carrying capacity, which gives you an inventory slot. You can upgrade each of these up to 60 with 1 point available to spend each day, which means it would take you 90 days to fully upgrade your mounts on one character. And if you are wondering why this system is in place, it's so that they can sell you mount upgrades on the cash shop. Luckily, I taught Cinera the proper way to make money so she could open 100 loot boxes from Sims and get plenty of writing lessons, so it didn't take an eternity. Moving on, the armor sets are quite varied and give you a lot of options to create an outfit with light, medium and heavy variations of each style and a few other unique armor types that you can collect throughout the game and trade with other players. There is a dye system with dyes earned from in-game achievements and a costume system as well where you can equip and dye a full costume. The styles are varied and range from medieval armors to sexy robes, so you can truly have a lot of options to pick from that will suit your style. And as the MMO fashion police, we are going to roast and review the outfits of random players in an upcoming video where all the fashion criminals will be thrown in fashion jail, just as we had done in other MMO fashion police episodes here on our channel. Regarding inventory space, you are going to struggle unless you are an ESO Plus subscriber, which gives you access to the crafting bag, because no matter how much you upgraded your inventory, this world is filled to the brim with crafting garbage, I mean mats, and if you are a hoarder like Cinera and love to pick all that shit from the ground, you're absolutely going to need that subscription. Other than giving you access to an unlimited crafting bag, the optional ESO Plus subscription unlocks every DLC ever released while your sub is active that you would otherwise have to purchase separately. These include a lot of open world zones and dungeons. And speaking of dungeons, there are a lot, and I mean a lot of them that you can participate in, as well as large group raids known as trials. There are also a few PvP battlegrounds and, as I heard, an entire zone dedicated to open world PvP. But you know that we are not interested in any of that. You'll mostly get carried in dungeons and be slaughtered in PvP massacres anyway, so let's move on. Now, the auction house system in this game is absolute garbage. There is no centralized auction house. Instead, guilds have the possibility of renting a guild trader NPC in different locations, and only members of the guild can list items for other players to purchase. In my case, when it comes to renting, the roles are reversed, but don't worry, because if you are like us, there is one good thing here. You can be in up to 5 guilds at once, and you know what that means. The possibility to become rich and powerful. Oh, and there are also add-ons for the game, if convenience is your thing, but I am inept when it comes to technology. I wonder who could be that nerdy to use that shit. Now, I stopped Cinera before she started playing the last few updates so that her sleep deprivation would be put to better use editing our videos. Apparently though, they added companions in the game that you can use and customize. Well, after all that ranting, you may wonder why I tried joining this game. Well, another reason, other than praise from the community, was that in my childhood I used to love exploring the world of the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. But don't worry, I didn't play much, unlike other nerdy hoes around here. So, if you enjoyed watching this video, make sure to check out our Patreon where you can get monthly digital and physical rewards. Don't hesitate to join our Discord server where you can discuss multiple MMOs with us and the community, and as always, don't forget to like, subscribe and share content. Our main goal is to conquer all the other MMOs, and if you become too addicted to or disappointed in the Elder Scrolls Online, we will make sure to burn it to the ground. Until then, see you in the next video.